What up, YouTube? Big Lou tapping in with What It Do with Big Lou. And something came up today on a couple of the sports talk shows in the morning, and the question was who was the greater draft pick, Steph Curry out of the 2009 draft with the first round 7th pick overall by the Warriors, or was it LeBron James in the NBA 2003 draft with the first overall pick? And if you look at it by individual statistics, of course, LeBron James has 17,000 more points. He's got 2 more MVPs, regular seasons. He has 3 more Finals MVPs. He's a 18-time All-Star, 10 or 11 first All-NBA teams, and he's got 2 or 3 All-NBA second teams, and then 2 or 3 All-NBA third teams, something like that. He's got 4 rings, 4 titles, as well as Steph. But Steph was drafted by the Warriors, and 13 years later, he's still with the Warriors. All 4 of his rings is with the Warriors. Everything he's accomplished has been with the Warriors. LeBron, on the other hand, went to 1 finals with the Cavs, got beat. Then he goes and joins a super team in Miami with Bosh and Wade and Ray Allen. And they go to 4 straight. They only win 2. Then he goes back to Cleveland. They lose the first one. Back in Cleveland. When he comes back to Cleveland, they lose. And then eventually they get one. And then he leaves again. And he goes to the Lakers to a semi-super team. And the reason I call it a semi-super team is because he had him and Anthony Davis, 2 elite superstars. And then he had Rondo, ex-champ, ex-all-star. And he also had Dwight Howard, ex-champ, not champ, but multi-all-star. He was a dominant force for like 5 straight years. Dominant, maybe even more than 5. Kyle Kuzma, a young star at the time. And so LeBron basically won his 4 titles with 3 different teams in 4 moves, I call it. He was drafted first by Cleveland, like I said, so that's 1 move. Then he went on to Miami, that's 2 moves. Came back to Cleveland, that's 3 moves. Back, and then now to the Lakers, 4 moves for 4 titles, 3 teams. Again, Steph did all 4 of his titles, both his Finals MVP, his Western Conference MVP, his 2 regular season MVPs, the only unanimous MVP in the history of the NBA. And to me, he was the greater pick. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with individual talent or that, because, of course, LeBron is a monster. You know what I mean? Same thing when they're comparing Steph and KD. Who was a better player in the court? Of course, KD. But by KD playing with Steph and the defenses they're putting on Steph, it was opening a lot for KD. It's simple as that. Plus the fact that he can just rise over even a 7-footer and drop jumpers, 3-pointers, 10-footers, 15-footers right over him. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say that Steph was the greater draft to the organization that he belongs to, which is the Golden State Warriors. And I'd like to hear your guys' ideas, or what do you guys feel about it? That being said, Big Lou tapping out with What It Do with Big Lou.